home of Dewsbury for Salford's 14th league game of the season. So far, 13 undefeated. Both teams are out. Let me quickly run through the teams. Salford, Gibson, fullback, Evans, Gilfillan, Williams and Hadley, Cassidy and Kerry, the half-backs. In the forwards, Worrell, Lee, Blease, Hanson, Bradshaw and Burgess, and the subs, Fell and Burkitt. The Dewsbury team, Wilkinson at fullback. Their three-quarters are Moore, Graham, Varsey and Hall. Cohen and Johnson are the half-backs. In the forwards, Whitehead, Kelly, Watkinson, Butler, Dickinson, Coughlin, and their substitutes, Shuttleworth and Hunley. Jim, how are you looking forward to this one today?
Well, it's a very bleak day, Steve. It's blowing a gale right behind us, and I think the scene sets itself. It's a ground that's had the misfortune of having the stand burned down some time, not very well supported, and you can see that it's probably going to be one of those hard, tough games for Salford. Usually our away teams in Yorkshire, and they've got the added difficulty of this is a pitch with a notorious 7-oil slope, which we can see away down at the far end from us, down into that right-hand corner. Salford are playing up the slope in this first half. It'll be up to Dewsbury to see if he can get an advantage from that, which they'll try to hold at half-time, but we'll see.
Yes, thanks, Jim. And look, here's almost a break on for Salford. Unfortunately, losing the ball, giving Dewsbury the first opportunity. I think the other thing, Jim, that we ought to say is that in this half it's Dewsbury who are playing with the wind behind the back, and it is a very strong and gusting wind today, and no doubt that part of their game will be to kick and take full advantage and try and gain as much yardage as possible. So Salford had possession, they've lost the ball, and it's Dewsbury just on the Salford 25, putting the ball along the line quite nicely, and that was a nice pass to their centre, Graham, but equally well tackled. Dewsbury moving the ball quite keenly in the opening stages of this game. There are going to be a few cold hands out there's no doubt about that, but it's a fine day, it's dry, and here's opportunities now for Dewsbury. But and he gets the ball out well, and the tackle still keeps the ball going, and in fact the referee has waved another 6 tackles because Evans got his hands to that ball and almost intercepted it. So another 6 tackles for Dewsbury, still on the Salford 25. The wind behind the back, working the short side, but good tackling from Salford. They started well. And that was Cohen, still going forward for Dewsbury, about 12 yards out from the Salford line. They're coming right, they've got men over here, they line out well, a nice little kick through, and it's Hadley going back to cover. Has he got time? Yes, he takes it cleanly. That was well recovered by Hadley. Good start for Dewsbury, Jim.
Yes, and we'll see a lot of that kicking, especially as you say, they've got the wind and they've got the slope. That's 2 advantages for Dewsbury, and I've seen them before play that similar kind of game. Keep you penned in this in that part of the field, kick you back and force you back. It's not easy to. Oh, he's found something there, Steve. A high tackle, I think.
Yes, it was a high tackle, Jim, but you're right in what you're saying. This is going to be their game. I think Dewsbury, I always consider Dewsbury one of those very difficult Yorkshire teams to beat, always sort of top 8 contenders, but not having a good season this year. I think they've only won 3 of the games and recently had to sack Maurice Bamford as the coach for whatever reason. So no doubt that will affect performance. But here they are, certainly taking the initiative against Salford early on. Salford so far unable to get out of their own 25, but they have the opportunity to do that now with the ball, and it's Worrell and a nice breakthrough. And how nice it is to see Worrell playing again after his serious injuries. It's a good long pass, nice interplay. Blease getting out at 1 tackle, still standing up, taking 4 men to get him down, but Salford have lost the ball again. That's the second lost ball from Salford in these opening minutes, and at this position, this stage of the game, all these mistakes could prove costly, so it's Dewsbury looking to take advantage of that. But Johnson tackled well. Now Dewsbury lining up left, ball's going across nicely, inside pass, well taken down. Dewsbury still looking to go left. Salford covers all there, and the tackle comes in. Salford, Dewsbury still on Salford's 25. Not quite in possession, but a casual play from their acting half-back. Drop the ball, which will give Salford the opportunity to put in. It's a fine day, Jim. There's blue sky around. Nice day for rugby league, but it's windy. Oh, and Kerry penalised. Kerry penalised. So it's still Dewsbury. Dewsbury monopolising play. We've been playing for about 4 minutes now. And there's a kick that puts them to within 10 yards of the Salford line. So Salford know they've got to hold out. They've got to keep the tackles coming in. Having difficulty getting that man down. Dewsbury still going. They can only be 2 or 3 yards from the line now. There's a move on for them. He's going left, almost inside, and he's through. He's almost through, but the tackles come in. Salford, sterling defensive work from them. Dewsbury very close. The ball's coming out nicely along this line. It's the standoff though who's gone back a few yards. I think Cohen's well tackled in the middle of the field. Dewsbury still coming out right, and there's a lovely long pass. Oh, and a nice break. That was from Graham, but unfortunately he slipped. And the kick's coming in, and that's a tricky kick. Oh, and Evans has taken it at the second attempt. Well taken, Evans. So he's over there on his own and nobody's going over. Oh yes, Kilfillan's going over now, it's acting half back. And Salford having to withstand a lot of pressure early on. And let's see if this time they can hang on to that ball. Dewsbury put together a series of very good plays. And Knowledge Blease has lost it again. But, and so that means another... Jim, bit scrappy from Salford so far.
Well, they've had possession 3 times since the kick-off, and each time they've squandered it, they've lost it. Very early on. I don't know what he's given there. He's doing the free kick, I think. Oh, it's free-forming the scrum.
Yes, Dewsbury's put in again. And again, Dewsbury's possession. Moving the ball out nicely. Full-back being brought into the line. They don't quite know where the ball is. So it's Gibson coming along. Not picking it up, and Dewsbury recover. Yet again, so for the first time, Salford are in the Dewsbury half, but it's Dewsbury in possession. From where we were looking, from where we see the game, perhaps if Gibson had dived onto that ball and taken possession for Salford, it could have put them in a better attacking position. But nevertheless, here they are, they have cleared their own line. And Dewsbury only just inside the Salford half. Dewsbury coming out right. Oh, and that was a nice break and a nice pass out. But the Salford cover so far showing that it's able to cope with whatever Dewsbury has so far been able to offer. 7 minutes gone, and of those 7 minutes Dewsbury have had possession for 6 minutes. Kick from the fullback, and that's a long kick, but it's going right out. And that was that on the 6th tackle? Yes, it was a 6th tackle, so it's a play to Salford.
Yes, a turnover, and there you see that's not the way to kick really in the air, Steve. This ground with that slope and wind, they should be putting it along the floor, but it's turned out in Salford's favour, and they're now able to attack inside the Dewsbury half of the field. Gibson there trying to get through, Steve.
Yes, he looks as though he's come on his bike, Jim. He's cycling shorts. But yes, now here's Salford putting together a series of plays for the first time constructively. They created a half opening a few minutes ago, and now it's going out neatly along the line. But Dewsbury are moving up well. There's the extra man, lovely pass from Blease to Evans, and inside again to Blease. One of the things that Blease can do so well is increase the speed of his hands to get passes out very, very quickly and crisply. Much better from Salford now. Into the Dewsbury 25 with possession for the first time. But it is the 5th tackle. What will the play be? They're against the wind. The kick into the corner. Who's it going to? Oh, almost to Hadley. Hadley just looking up into the sky, then thinking that perhaps if he got his foot to it, perhaps he could have controlled the ball a little bit. But he did actually look as though he stubbed his ankle a little bit, and just limping a little bit as he's walked back into position. That was nothing to do with the play. Perhaps it was more to do with the pitch then, Jim. But what's happened here? It's Salford who've got the ball against the head. So now here they are. Well played to Kerry on that occasion. He won that ball very well. And here's Arthur Bradshaw going through, yards short of the line now. You can see that very clearly from this this camera position in the corner. 3 yards out, along the line, a move on. Who's he going to? Oh, men over, doesn't need them. He's there, he's Burgess. Well, what a lovely move from Salford.
Yes, and again, a bit of magic from Frank Cassidy there, you know, a nice little flick-up pass. Good bit of ball play, support play, close passing. Started by Waddle, who turned his back on the opposition and gave it to Cassidy, who lovely little flip-up pass. And Burgess just forced his way over. That's the first attack Salford's made, Steve.
Well, 10 minutes gone, Salford's first attack. Lovely try, lovely team try along the line. And a Kerry conversion put Salford 6 points in front. So from the restart, you can see the strength of this wind, the ball taken right behind the Salford line. But here they are bringing it clear again. Just to the 25 now. Nice position to be in. Having weathered the early attack from Dewsbury to come to the other end and score straight away. And Cassidy, Cassidy, lovely breakthrough. Now there must be options. Who's he going to pass it to? Oh, he's chosen to kick. Who's going to be there first? Is it Hadley? Hadley almost, no, but that was great recovery back by Moore, the Dewsbury right winger. But that was a lovely break from Cassidy. He looked as though he was going to pass, but he kept hold of the ball and found that he was clean through. And then it looked as though he got many support to pass through, but he chose to kick. And Hadley just not quite able to take it on that occasion. But it's Salford with possession again, going inside to Peter Williams, who dodges inside. And Peter Williams still going. Perhaps we'll see Peter Williams on the try sheet today. Now look, this is Salford coming out left to Gibson. But well taken by Dickinson of Dewsbury. Salford lined out well on the right-hand side, but the referee deciding that there was some infringement at that play of the ball, Jim. Not quite sure what.
I don't know why Salford were penalised there and they were playing the ball. It couldn't have been offside, surely. It's a strange ruling, but there we are. And they've kicked not too far actually in this wind. And Dewsbury having a bit of a struggle to break the Salford defence. And I must say some of the players are rather static. Knock on.
Yes, Salford forward layer. I think it was Lee looking to intercept the ball and doing that, but not able to keep hold of it. So the knock on, and it's Dewsbury with possession again. Scrum half out to the stand-off. That's nice play onto the fullback. But what a good tackle, causing the fullback to drop the ball. Yeah, Peter Williams, the tackler, and that's one of the things that is a feature of Peter Williams' game. His tackling is always first class. Kerry running the ball and on to Gibson. Oh dear. Perhaps that's cold hands, but Kerry drew the man in lovely. Gibson was in the right place alongside, looking as though there was an opportunity for a clear run, but couldn't keep hold of the pass. So it's Dewsbury from that scrum with possession. The standoff having time to watch the ball bounce and still pick it up. But Salford's tackling there, the Dewsbury fullback Wilkinson receiving some attention. Dewsbury taking it forward. Going on, and there's a break on. That's a nice break from loose forward. Loose forward Coughlin. Good bit of play here from Dewsbury, and the referee deciding at that play of the ball that Salford were offside, and he picked out Gilfillan as the offender. So this gives Dewsbury the opportunity to go for goal.
Pardon?
No. Okay, so this is the penalty for Dewsbury. 27 yards out, and just at that point the ball falls over and the referee stops the clock. I think the kick is the fullback Wilkinson. Wind assisted. looks good. And it is. That was a great kick from that distance in this wind, Jim.
Yes, I think it was wind assisted, definitely. And well, that makes the score 6-2, and still a bit of a struggle, an uphill struggle for Salford. Certainly geographically it is. I'm sure they'll do something about that at half-time, and put Dewsbury in the same position that they're in at the moment, of having to battle away uphill and against a very strong wind.
15 minutes gone, Salford 6-2 in front. Dewsbury taking some time to collect that ball, but the forward getting his pass out to the winger Moore, who makes a few yards. So Dewsbury will be lifted by that penalty. It was an excellent kick in any conditions, but particularly in these blustery conditions. Oh, and there's an almost clear. That was almost a good break by Dewsbury forward. Dickinson got the Salford defence up to it, and now the kick will come in. That's a long, high kick. Gibson watching it and taking it brilliantly, steadying himself, controlling himself, and still keeping the ball alive to Kerry, he's going on his own. He passes it inside. Oh, nice play from Kerry. Good thinking play. Notice that Hadley really is limping. We thought he'd stubbed his ankle early on, and he's signalling to the bench that he's not able to run it off. But there's Worrell looking for the inside man. No, it was Hansen looking for the inside man. Now Cassidy with room. Oh, and a lovely inside pass to Gibson, and Gibson still keeps the ball alive to Arthur Bradshaw. And Bradshaw, difficult man to put down. Nice play from Salford. Good clean break. Started by Cassidy seeing the gap. Now will the kick come in? Yes, that's just going through about 12 yards out. Now what will they do with Hadley? Hadley has got an and not running it off. What do you think they'll do from the bench?
It's a recurrence of a previous injury to his ankle. Had kept him out at the beginning of the season. So I don't know, the two substitutes, Burkitt and Fell, they could use either of those in that position, so I should imagine they will take him off.
Well, we'll see. Hadley, leading try scorer this season, we have to say, 13 tries to his credit, and scored some crackers in that. And we can see him showing the form that we know he's capable of. Here's the kick coming very early in the plays, high. Oh, Gibson having to charge back for that one, but it stood up for him, and well taken by Gibson. Dewsbury line up well this time, and a good tackle on Gibson inside the Salford 25. Ball coming out to Evans in the middle of the field, and Evans looking to go through his men, but oh, there's an unusual event. Evans being carried backwards. Oh, hang on to the ball, look, and the gap's appeared, and there is Evans now. Who's he going to pass it to? He's got options open. Oh, lovely quick hands from Williams, and the ball still alive. Pleased with it. Well, that was great play from Salford. Lovely inter-passing play, but equally good tackling back from Dewsbury. Good commitment from them to cover back, but there's men over here for Salford. Arthur Bradshaw keeping the ball alive. It's Cassidy in the line. Now it's going out right. Worrell quite get the ball away. The Dewsbury cover was up fast that time, trying to close the gaps, making that last vital pass all that more difficult to achieve. Cassidy looking to run round his men, but not able to on that occasion. So Salford more into the game now. 6-2 in the lead. Going out right. Hansen not able to pass the ball. It's the fifth tackle. So will we see the kick? No, we don't. We saw the sharp pass, but the referee deciding that there's an infringement at the play of the ball again, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think he's punishing Salford a little. Don't know that he's evening things up, but they're in only 3 or 4 penalties so far, and they've all gone Dewsbury's way.
Yes, that's right, Jim. I've not been keeping count of the penalties, but I don't think Salford have had one yet, have they? No. Drop ball. Dewsbury man recovers it. So from the scrum, Salford have the put in, win possession, and it's Kerry going on his own. Lovely breakthrough, and he's got a man inside. Does he need him? Oh, he's almost clear. Oh, great break from Kerry. That was a tremendous scrum half break, gained 40 yards. And it's still Gibson looking to pass it inside to Williams, but there's not quite a man on his shoulder that time. Great play from Kerry, lovely scrum half break, and that from a man with 6 stitches in his head. And it's Gibson seeing the line, almost forcing himself over, but just stopped inches short. Here we are on the line. You couldn't wish to see it more clearly, but a scramble at that play of the ball, not at all successful, and it's going to be the Dewsbury man who's going to get up with it. Oh, disappointment from that one, but a lovely break from Kerry, Jim.
Yes, so individual break, and he had the legs on them, but as I say, it's the last few yards uphill, Steve. That was on a normal flat pitch. I'm sure he would have scooted over.
Yeah, that's how right you are, Jim. And that from a man with 6 stitches in as well from last week. Tremendous play from Kerry. Oh, it's Dewsbury bringing the ball away again. Just pushing outside their own 25. Gibson going way back on his 25, because he knows that when that kick comes, it's going to go a long, long way in this wind, and he's in just the right position. Will he take it on his own? Yes. But the Dewsbury cover up quickly to stop Salford getting out of that position. But there's Evans looking to go on his own, not quite able to get through, and lost the ball again. Well, there've been too many of those sorts of events from Salford's point of view, but the tackling's looking good. I mean, at the last game against Swinton, it was Salford's tackling which in the end was probably the key factor. Salford's never say die tackling kept Swinton out on several occasions when they might have scored. But look, here's a lovely break on from Dewsbury. Oh, and a tackle missed. So that was a loose forward, and it was still going clear. Oh, but Salford have just recovered the ball. So as I was talking about Salford's great tackling, we saw the first clear break from Dewsbury's Coughlin. And Salford were perhaps fortunate there that the Dewsbury's pass, the final pass, went to ground, but perhaps one of the reasons it went to ground was because the Salford cover was there. And here it is, Salford again looking now to make yards up this ground, up to this end of the ground. Uphill against the wind, good long pass, but not moving to take that ball. Cassidy again. No, too many men in front of him. 3-man tackle. Oh, Worrell looking to release the ball, not quite able to get it out, and the referee says it's a 5th tackle. So we will see a kick from Kerry. No, we'll see a kick from Cassidy. It doesn't go very far, and the fullback has time to collect it and run cross field before running into 2 Salford tacklers. Arthur Bradshaw being one of them. Scrum half. Little jinx, but couldn't get away.
12 again, triple, 12 and 13.
No, it's coming out right. Oh, an interception, and he must score. Go on, Peter. What a nice try.
No, and again, you know, it's unfortunate for Dewsbury. It's the kind of thing that happens in such conditions with the wind. I think it held it up that time. The wind actually held the ball, and Williams was able to run onto it. It was a long pass, very chancy to send passes out like that under these conditions. But there it is. Peter Williams sniffed it out, put the ball there, and Kerry now going to have a good shot at making it 12 points to 2.
So Kerry with the kick, making no mistake, and even that sort of kick's difficult in these conditions.
Dewsbury struggling.
Well, we said perhaps it was about time for Williams to get on the score sheet at the beginning of the game, and he's done it for us. Nice try. Alert to the game, Peter Williams, as always, isn't it?
Yep. Half an hour,
25 minutes gone, so here we are, 12 points to 2 up. And that was a difficult ball to take, but taken very cleanly by Burgess, who's running well at the forwards. That's going out right. Men over. Oh, lovely break from Blease. not quite able then to get his pass out to the men in support. But it's still going right. There's still men there. And that's time it's going over to Gilfillan, I think. Bit tight now on that side. The ball will come left. Salford players getting themselves in line over this side of the field. Cassidy going one way then the other, but taking in the tackle. 12 points to 2 in front against the wind. Against the slope, going out crisply all along the line. Who's the man with the ball? Who's the man in front? Oh, Gilfillan in the line over this side. Not quite able to get clear. That's Worrell. Just driving on, looking to get the ball away, but he doesn't, and it's Dewsbury who've recovered the ball. So, but a good effort from Salford that time. They were all the time looking to make the break. And Hadley still limping. So do you think, in view of Hadley limping, the change should be made now, Jim?
Yes, well, I think they've obviously told him to see if he can run through it. You know, sometimes you can run and knock off an injury off, and I think that's what the advice has been. There's a knock on there. Oh!
Knock on and play on, and it's Arthur Bradshaw looking to get the ball away, but great recovery from Dewsbury that time to prevent him scoring, but great yards play when I think when the Dewsbury team were expecting the referee to blow. And it's out to Evans on the far side, but it's a good tackle just holding him back, and now it's coming over to the left. Now they must have been bent over this side. Long pass to Gibson. On to Blease. Is Blease going for the line? No, it's on to Kerry. It's to Williams, and Hadley's going out on his own in the corner, and that's a nice try for... Kerry with difficult conversion and almost there. Great try, Jim.
Very good kick on this ground and against the wind. Has somebody gone off?
Yes, 6 and 7 on the Dewsbury team.
Is that 6 and 7 on the Dewsbury team? I think we may bring Martin Burkitt out.
Yes, Martin Burkitt coming on.
Yeah. Coming on for Hadley and their half-backs.
Well, we're off again. That was a great try from Salford. It all started from a Dewsbury drop ball on the halfway line. Arthur Bradshaw took it on, made ground to the 25, and then there were a lot of players involved for Salford. There was some crisp handling, some sensible thinking, and in the end they gave Hadley the relatively straightforward opportunity of going over the line. But unfortunately, in the action, that aggravated Hadley's injury, and he's now being replaced by Burkitt. So we hope the Hadley injury isn't serious. We know he seems to have a suspect left ankle, but it's his 14th try of the season, and that can't be bad. I think it's perhaps... Oh, no, look, here's Kerry. Look at Kerry looking for a way through, seeing men on still clear, gets his pass out, look beautifully to Gibson, and who's he got with him? Look, oh, so many options open. Oh, but just a little bit over anxious, and he's still going, and Williams is going inside to Burkitt's found him, and he still goes on, but a forward pass given on the 6th tackle, and almost an opportunity wasted there. Yeah, he looked so good, Jim.
Yes, it was a nice little reverse pass from Williams when he looked to be completely smothered, but unfortunately it appears that it was a forward pass. But a beautiful bit of rugby again by Salford, good support play and good handling.
Yep, and that's what the game's all about, taking the ball on the run, looking to make gaps, looking to create the space for yourself, for your teammate, in support, and keeping the ball alive, using your speed, using your strength, and all those attributes were shown in that movement by Salford. But here's Dewsbury. Well, perhaps ironic jeers from the crowd, but no reason, because the Dewsbury players were there, were thinking about how they could create space on the outside, and the scrum half, I think it was, noticed that the winger was on his own and put out a long pass, but it wasn't taken by him. Cassidy dummying to Williams, passing on to Gilfillan, but Gilfillan comfortably taken. Now Salford not lined out at all on the right. They're all lined out, bunched a little bit in the middle, but sorting themselves out now, talking to each other. That's good to see. Looking for a move, coming out a long pass to Kerry. And Burkitt back sweeping up. Another good play. Oh, and a nice pass on to Gibson, and Gibson's got the breakthrough. What's he going to do? He's going round. He's looking to pass on to Williams, who did very, very well to hang on to that ball. Good play here from Salford. Williams looking at the Burkitt, back in the team for first time for a few weeks, will be out to impress, I'm sure, and try and regain a regular spot. More good play from Salford in that build-up. So it's going out right this time. Blees involved. Oh, look how difficult he is to shrug off. And is he going on his own? Almost on his own, almost there, but couldn't quite make it. And they've lost the ball, but he's kept it alive. And it's Williams. Oh, and a nice pass from Williams to Burkitt to score. Drew his men beautifully. And Williams causing a bit of friction going on between Williams and St Elstons.
Well, it's twice. I think it's number 3, is it Vasey? Graham has done something, and even then, you know, I think he's niggling a bit, and Williams is quite correctly didn't get involved there. I think he had a word with him, but it's one of those things that happen, and fortunately Williams showed a bit of discipline there. He could.
Kerry with the kick, very difficult kick in this wind. Wind holding it up, but not quite making it. Very, very difficult. But a great try from Salford again. They really are playing very crisply now, having withstood 10 minutes of some fierce Dewsbury pressure. They're putting it together themselves, up the hill, playing some good crisp rugby. It was Blees involved in the move that led to that try, almost scoring himself, but only just stopped inches short of the line, and then from the play the ball went out very crisply, and Williams drew his man before putting it out to Burkitt to score in the same position that Hadley had scored a few minutes earlier. So we've got 35 minutes gone, and Salford comfortably in the lead, 20 points to 2. Oh, and another lovely break from Kerry. What a great game he's having today. And who's that with him? Oh, it's Gilfillan, who's going all the way on his own, going through now the Dewsbury team at leisure. Well played, another great try. Good try from Salford. Tremendous effort. It's Kerry this time, isn't it? Kerry having a good game today.
Ominous for the half-time. They're going to play down there outside 4-2.
So, kick from the other side this time for Kerry. Oh, and that's a nice kick. He judged that one very well indeed. What a great try that was from Salford beforehand, and it was that man Kerry who was involved in making the initial break, as scrum half should do, in the centre of the field. And looking around, he made a lot of yards himself before he saw that it was Gilfillan in support, and Gilfillan had the legs on the Dewsbury defence to go in from about 35 yards out. Great try from Salford, 26 points to 2, and we've still got about 3 or 4 minutes of this half. So we're off again. Burkitt. Well, Dewsbury did look good in those opening minutes. Were unable to penetrate the Salford defence like so many other teams have found this year, how difficult it is to do that. And now have been exposed on a number of occasions. And Salford will be looking now to build up a good score. They know that as the season goes on, when we get to the end of the season, the points difference might be important in deciding positions at the top of the league. Every point matters, and once you're playing well, it's just as easy to score tries as it's not. Now what I mean by that is, if you're playing the game properly, the tries come. Put the effort in, and that's what they know they have to do. Oh, that's a nice break. That was a nice little move. That's not the first time that we've seen Coughlin do that. He's obviously got the skill and ability to do that. Dewsbury centre, well taken by Williams, but not going down in the tackle, and the referee finally shouting held in front of the spectators on this side of the field on the halfway line. But a slip from Butler as he approached that tackle. Back to the full-back for the kick. Look, it's a good high kick. That's a good kick. Burkitt, well taken by Burkitt, looking to beat his man. No, Burkitt not given the 10 metres to run. But here's Blease. Blease very involved in today's game as well, catching the eye with his running and play. Hansen still getting the ball out, but Bradshaw deciding to hang on that time. Now it's going out right. Oh, and inside to Gibson, and Gibson almost away, but he gets his pass out, and Bradshaw looking, still getting it away. Oh, over the top, could have been dangerous, but Hansen kept hold of it and got it out in the end to the runner, who'd not quite away. Well, it looked good. It had its potential dangers. Salford was stood still, but they kept possession, and it's got to the 5th tackle to Cassidy, who's going to put in a little kick. Let's charge down. So it's all on again now. There must be an overlap. It's going out to Gibson. Gibson nearly through, but it doesn't matter. He got the pass out. Well, good thinking play. Now it's Evans on the outside. It's inside play to Gilfillan. Gilfillan still looking to keep the ball out to Kerry. Kerry's passing it inside. Magnificent play. Oh, brilliant. And in the end, it's Evans who comes over in the corner. What magnificent rugby that was, Jim. That's the best try so far. Kerry with the kick. Difficult one. Oh, now that's interesting. Look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. He judged the wind to perfection. It almost looks as though it was going behind the post and then came in front. Great kick, Jim. That's worthy of comment on its own.
Now that was freak, really. It was a freak. It was beautifully judged by Kerry. Kicked beautifully for it. It looked as if it was going outside the post, and of course the wind curled it in.
Well, 32 points to 2 up, and we're just about at half-time. The Hooter will go any minute. There it is. Great first half, Jim.
Well, certainly it's ominous for Dewsbury, because now they have to come out, face the wind, play uphill, and Salford have already got 32 points on the board against their 2. So certainly an uphill battle all the way for Dewsbury now.
First charging run. Shane to fire. Salford into tackle. Tony well. Darren. Close rolling. Nice pair of legs, gives it to Bentley. There must be a try on here. Ian Braggart's going inside. Ken Jones is having a try. He does. It's a lovely try by Ken Jones. That was a nice bit of...
What do you think will happen?
I think it could be, you know, you relax and enjoy the game a little more, maybe get a bit careless, but I think Salford will play the game right. I think the game in the second half will be to kick. I'm rather surprised that Dewsbury didn't kick more often in the first half. Trying to play the ball out of their own 25 was a bit foolhardy, and I'm sure Salford won't be thinking about anything like that.
Right, well, let's see. I mean, we saw some great tries in the first half. Some, the last one in particular from Evans was a tremendous effort. So we'll see whether they can maintain that form. As long as you do the right things in this game, then you score tries. And the right things involve, first of all, tackling when you haven't got the ball. But when you have got the ball, work together as a team, look for that opening, use your speed, think about the game. Keep the men in the line, support the man with the ball, looking where to pass it to, and the tries come, and there's no better example than several of the Salford tries, in particular that last one that Evans scored. I don't think there've been any more changes. The kick through, Gibson picking it up easily. Difficult to put him down. In the end, needing 3 Dewsbury tacklers and 2 attempts to do just that. Going out left, Burgess. Ground a little bit heavy in the middle of the field, been a lot of rain. Oh, and that's on to Blease, wearing the less familiar number 8 jersey for him.
9, 6, kick.
Less familiar number 10 journey. Little kick through, nice pass back to the fullback. Oh, and the Dewsbury players just having a go at this. The Salford tackler then, it was Cassidy. He after the ball was played back to the fullback, the Dewsbury man appeared to thump Cassidy, but when he saw the linesman running onto the field, he played on. Now here's a break from Dewsbury. Nice break from Dewsbury, getting the ball out, but it so often happens it's gone to ground. But they picked it up, and the referee has waved play on again. So. I think that was one of the first time this half that we've seen Dewsbury putting the ball right the width of the pitch. Oh, well, that was a good tackle. The Dewsbury player didn't know that there was a Salford man behind him then. But now Dewsbury's handling certainly looks a lot crisper now, and that's almost a half break. But the pass, when it came to Burkitt, and look at this, keeping the ball alive to Gibson. Gibson still getting the ball out. Well, that was good play from Dewsbury. The final pass went to the Salford player, and then Salford, for their part, did well. But there's some talking to each other going on there. I think I'll have to be careful here that the referee will have to get control. Just at the moment, Jim, there's just a little bit of needle creeping into this game, I'm sure. What's going on?
Yes, I don't know just who's responsible, but he's given a free kick. The man was struggling with the ball, and 3 or 4 players piled in, and the referee seemed to indicate that somebody nutted our player there.
Yes, and I think that's the third of a series of incidents like that, where Dewsbury have come out in this second half perhaps to toughen things up a little bit, and that's their way of doing it. The much better way is to concentrate on playing the rugby and get down here and put Salford under pressure. Now, that's Blease, not number 8 as I said before, but his unfamiliar number 10 shirt. Saying that because Blease normally plays number 12 because of the injury to Leota. Oh, look at that, nice pass. Oh, what control from Evans. It would have been better if he could have taken it to hand, but as it was, he managed to put in a nice little kick and gain a few yards. So Salford will have to be careful not to be drawn into that sort of play, Jim, won't they?
Yes, I think probably the Dewsbury players have been told to get stuck in. That's the usual thing, you know. People get a bit frustrated at the points mounting up and say certainly keep the score down. But I think Salford will continue to play the football and let the referee take care of any misdemeanours by anybody on the field.
32 points to 2, Salford in front. And now they're doing to Dewsbury what Dewsbury did to Salford in the opening minutes of the first half, and that is keeping them down there. But that was a nice pass out, but there's the ball was dropped and taken by Salford, and it's Gilfillan still going. Oh, but the ball squirted out of his hands, and that gives Dewsbury the chance to recover. So Dewsbury in possession, and the referee deciding that Salford didn't let him play the ball. So they're taking the tap, not going for touch, an indication of how strong the wind is. But Dewsbury, I think, looking livelier so far, Jim.
Yes, well, they started the first half in a similar vein, and we'll just see what happens after the first quarter of this half. It's amazing, Steve, how the ball's been, I suppose it could be cold hands or what have you, but there's been a lot of balls spilled out in the tackle in this game by both teams. But we know here we're only commentating, and we know how fierce the weather is. Perhaps it would be better if we play with it a bit warmer.
Oh, nice kick through. Oh, and the referee waves that on. Oh, and then he's got away from the tackler. Oh, nice turn of speed, but good recovery then from Hansen to tackle back.
Come on!
So Dewsbury inside the Salford half, and it's going on again. The Niddle, the linesman over this side, has seen something, and he's on the pitch. The linesman perhaps couldn't have seen something that the referee didn't see, but the linesman deciding that it was Blease who went in with his fist, and explaining that to Gilfillan on his way back to the line. So it's the penalty to Dewsbury. And are they going for touch or are they going for goal? They're going for touch. Off the ground to gain more yards. Salford covering this line well, but he gets good height, and so the ball goes out of play on the Salford 25. And Dewsbury talking to each other, working the move here, moving up well. Nice pass, but the Salford tackling up. Salford line up cleanly, and Salford still working hard, still not resting on the laurels, and Dewsbury lost the ball, but the scrum down is given on the Salford 25. Oh, and he's given Dewsbury the put in. Well, that's a surprise. I thought it was Dewsbury who committed the first offence. Oh, but Salford have got the ball, and it's Kerry straight away to Gibson. Oh, Gibson's seen the break, seen the gap there, and made a break, but Gilfillan couldn't pick the ball up. So, I mean, this is Salford doing the right things, wanting to keep the ball alive and keep the ball moving on to a colleague. But that time, unfortunately, it was dropped. So Dewsbury in possession again. Dewsbury certainly have toughened up in this second half, although it hasn't been going for too long yet. Nice crisp play across the line, and taking two men to put him down. So we're 8 minutes into the second half. Dewsbury lined out well. There is an overlap on this side, but they couldn't get the ball out quickly enough. Now Salford have to cover over Salford's right. Little kick through. Is it going through to touchline? Evans taking it very nicely. Now they're keeping it alive to Kerry. A line of players in front of him. Oh, and almost through. And there's Bradshaw taking it forward. Oh, sorry, was it? Yes, it's Bradshaw taking it forward. Tough guy, Bradshaw. Kick early on. It's a long kick. It's going nicely. It's moving away just down the slope, but not quite going into touch. And the Salford line, who's it? Gilfillan up first. And Evans there with him, so that's gained Salford something like 60 or 70 yards, Jim.
Yeah, so much more into it. They break up the wing here, but it's still away. Substitute on here. A good run there. Good run by the. I don't know if there's a centre. A substitute. No, it's the winger.
Yeah, winger Hall. And look at this play from Dewsbury now. Dewsbury fans alive for one of the first times in these games, and that was really full credit to Hall for a tremendous break down the touchline. And then the support play from Dewsbury, unfortunately at the end, comes to naught because the ball was lost. So what were you saying, Jim? A good kick down to the touchline?
It's so much more intelligent. Now what? I don't know what decision was that.
Well, what happened there was that he kicked the ball forward, but then it came back, and it's Burgess, I think, who's taken a knock in that tackle. So it's Dewsbury from the scrum, running well. Salford line up fast, stuffing out the moves, which going across well now. They got men over. And there's a nice pass right out to the outside. He's coming inside, but easily taken by Worrell. So this is the fifth tackle. Will they kick? Yes, it's a kick through. It's a nice kick. It's not going to make touch. Well recovered by Williams. Gibson coming over. And tackled that time. Well tackled by Dewsbury. Forwards. Oh, what happened there? Well, if that was a kick out at Gibson, then that offence is worth more than just should be punished with more than just a free kick, if that's what happened, Jim.
Yes, he attempted to get the ball at the play of the ball before the ball was played, and I think he kicked him somewhere, nowhere near the ground, and I'm sure that the referee should have at least given him a verbal warning about that kind of tactic.
Fortunately for us, Gibson's up again. He's a tough guy, Gibson. And Dewsbury's still going in very strongly this half, looking to keep the score down. 12 minutes, and Salford not look to have the penetration, but they have now. Lovely break, handing on to, tremendous play. That was Worrell taking the ball away. Passing it on, the Dewsbury players are being penalised again. Now, Dewsbury certainly have tightened their defence no end this half, Jim, but that was a lovely break from Worrell, handing on to Kerry, I think it was.
Yes, a beautiful break through the middle by a big forward. That's what was needed then, and unfortunately again another foul. I think Dewsbury really shouldn't be doing this. If they're going to lose a match, they're going to lose a match. They should lose it with some dignity and not come out in the second half as they appear to have done in order to create some incidents. So we can do without that in this game, and I'm sure that the Dewsbury players should really realise that and play the game.
Well, this is a penalty for Kerry, a long way out, but it's gone out left. So many Dewsbury players looking to take that ball then, and in the end they played football with it but controlled it well, and looking to bring the line, looking to clear the line. There's a sharpness about Dewsbury that wasn't there in the first half, but Salford showing that they're a match for it. Dewsbury haven't scored a try. Like so many teams this season in the second division, they found it very, very difficult to break the Salford defensive line, and Salford doing what they have done so well all season, and that is keeping the opposing teams out. So Dewsbury with the ball inside their own 25, looking to bring it away. Dewsbury centres moving up, ready for the kick. It's a good high kick, getting a few yards, hanging in the wind. But it's Gibson Looking to go left, then going through right on his own, and he's taking on through on his own, he's kicked through, all he has to do is, he's putting forward in football, and it's a brilliant solo effort from Gibson, a magnificent solo effort, although he got a knock from a Dewsbury player on the way through. When he kicked the ball through, it was definitely impeded by the Dewsbury player, and even though he carried on, he's going to have difficulty there with that injury, Jim, but a great solo effort from Gibson.
Yes, there again. Great thinking by Gibson. Everybody was wandering over to the left-hand side, Salford's left-hand side, and he cut through to the right, kicked ahead. And as I say, again, the referee really ought to take this game in hand in relation to those incidents. There's no need at all for that foul on Gibson as he went through. And he's been a bit kind towards the Dewsbury players in that regard, but it doesn't do the game any good, I'm afraid.
Oh, now look at that kick from Kerry. Oh, brilliant kick. Kerry's kicking this afternoon. His whole play has been a superlative, and that kick and the breaks he's made, Jim, is he in line for a Salford's man of the match, do you think?
Well, I should think the home team picks the man of the match, of course, but I'm sure our fans will be picking Steve Keddy as their man of the match. And that kind of goal kicking is really superlative. Really, right from the touchline again, over right in the middle of the post.
Now there's been a change on the Salford side. Gibson, after that knock, is going off. So Gibson going off, and it's Fellows come back on. So Gibson off after that tremendous scoring effort, and it's fell on. And Salford here looking to go forward, and that was Andy Burgess making those valuable few yards before being brought down. And ironic cheers from the Salford supporters. The referee has caught the Dewsbury players offside. Well, 38 points to 2. Not quite halfway through the second half, and a good kick from Kerry gaining more yards. 38 points to 2. Still Salford in possession. There's Fells, first play with the ball. So Burkitt's gone to full back in place of Gibson, and Fell on nice little run around move. The ball going along the line crisply. And somebody laid out off the ball. And the referee doing nothing, linesman doing nothing. Just getting up now. I think it was Cassidy just coming back into play, and Salford still looking. And it should be 6 more tackles. Must be a scoring chance here. 6 more tackles because of the failed interception by the Dewsbury players. Well, Salford with the ball, few yards from the line, going out left. David Fell looking to go through on his own. Almost through. Second time we've seen Fell with the ball since he came on. But Dewsbury still working hard, pushing Salford back. It's going out right. Oh, lovely move inside, and it's an easy try. In the end, no tries are easy, but that was well worked. Salford had to stick at that one, and I think it was probably Arthur Bradshaw, I think. Couldn't quite see, Jim. I think it was
I think we should explain that Dewsbury, one of it's Arthur Bradshaw that's been announced. For us, it's a bit difficult. Dewsbury lost their floodlights and their fire, and it's getting rather murky out here. I'm sure you're finding it difficult to distinguish players at this stage, Steve. It might not show so on the video, but it certainly is a bit gloomy.
Now here's Kerry again. What can he do with this one? Oh, he's hit that very positively. And what another good kick. He's having a tremendous afternoon, is Kerry. So So here we are at 44 points to 2. Just halfway through the second half, so having had a period of no tries, Salford have now scored 2 tries in 5 minutes. And from that kick-off, it's Dewsbury who had the scrum, had possession. Nice, about half break from the centre, but comfortably tackled by Gilfillan. And again, Gilfillan and two forwards. Oh, now Dewsbury going out right. Well brought down. Dewsbury going out right. Oh, and the final pass is just out to the winger. But the Salford cover good enough. He's about 10 yards out. Dewsbury lined out well over this side. That good long pass. And another one. Meant to run onto an overlap this time. Oh, and good tackle. And the play is still playing on. He's going forward through the line. And he's going to... No, he's not scored. Oh, dear me. It was almost over the line. Dewsbury's best chance of the game. Still going right. The pass didn't go to hand, but there was time to pick it up. And now he's almost there. But the Salford defence still keeping it alive. And in the end, the pass back from the Dewsbury player goes to Andy Burgess, who was there waiting for it. So Dewsbury's best attack there, Jim.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I have to say that the Dewsbury player that picked the ball up when it was lost was in front of his own man, and the referee, I think, decided to be kind, trying to see if they could get a score. He was within an inch of scoring, but still that Salford defence never relented and kept them out.
Yep, he was almost over the line. Oh, look, now there's a good thinking kick. Lot of yards. Gilfillan and Evans taking it up. But is it going into touch? No. Yes, the referee, this linesman's decided it went into touch. And he's given the touch. In actual fact, from Salford's point of view, if he played on, it would have been a kick out from under the post. Because in trying to keep it in play, the Dewsbury winger kicked the ball dead over his own line. But it doesn't matter. It's the scrum down. So what a great relieving kick. We said the win would be in Salford's favour in the second half, and that kick gained them a good 50 yards. But again, tremendous defence from Salford when it looked all over that Dewsbury were going to score. Their forward Dickinson was actually pulled back from on the line. So the line's intact. Oh, and that's just gone, kicked it dead. So Dewsbury with the ball, dropping it close to their own line, putting themselves under pressure. But just kicking the ball dead, and so it's Salford who will recover possession from this kick out, which is barely making just the edge of the 25 to Kerry onto Burkitt. Almost tripped, so now going on to Hansen driving through. But Dewsbury still tackling hard. Oh, nice little move one way then the other, but the ball's lost again. Difficult conditions. Cold afternoon. So Dewsbury in possession, bringing it away from their own 25. "25 minutes of the second half, 65 minutes of the game, and there the Salford tattlers now as committed as they were in the first minute, and that's what's needed. 44 points to 2 in the lead. On a kick through, goes backwards, and Williams takes the ball up, so that's Salford in possession now inside the Dewsbury half. Hansen been involved a lot this afternoon, and that's a good pass on to Kerry. Oh, but it goes behind his man, and the Dewsbury player has plenty of time to fall down on it and recover the ball. And Dewsbury immediately come forward. Nice run around move, but lost ground.
Spotted all the way.
Yes, Salford had that one comfortably under control. Kick through. That's a good kick. That's a good kick. Oh, and he's picked it up. Brilliant pick up by the winger. Now the chase is on. But Kerry's got there first. Which way is he going? Sent him one way, then the other. And he's going round his man. Brilliant play by Kerry. Brilliant play. Magnificent play from Kerry. Oh, yes. Now, he was the man of the match contender. You know, it's things like that that are going to seal it for him. What do you think, Jim?
Oh, yes, certainly. That was it was a very good move by Dewsbury, and the winger looked to have broken us with the kick, but Kerry was there sweeping up brilliantly. But it was the way he ran to relieve his line afterwards, after taking the. He must give a knock on there, Steve.
Yeah. I think the Dewsbury winger was a bit disgusted with himself there, Hall. He was the man who made the excellent break early on in this second half when he went 50 yards up the touchline before being tackled, so it's Salford with the put-in. Oh, but losing the ball. One against the head and a quick tap by the scrum half. And there's Evans. It gets the ball out, it's going along the line crisply now. Tackle almost broken. But put down now. Salford filling the gaps on Salford's left, but Dewsbury have more men at the moment. But the tackling is too good, but that ball kept alive very nicely, but again, Dewsbury not quick enough to exploit the potential of that situation. But they're still looking lively. Another pass dropped, so Salford regain possession. Salford lining out over this side. Is the ball going to come all the way over? Hansen being taken in the tackle there. The Dewsbury defence up to that move from Salford. Now is he going to come right all the way along the line? Oh, interception, knock on. Just lacking a little bit of flair on that occasion. Perhaps missing Gibson's inspiration at the back, Jim.
Yes, but also I think both sets of players will be looking for the end of this game. It's not been very comfortable to be playing rugby. Kerry's away, beautiful break.
Oh, it's that man Kerry again, and look at that. That's a tremendous try. Brilliant try. Man of the match now by miles, Jim. Brilliant try. From that scrum, he took his opponent on and then went round the full-back. Magnificent try. Brilliant play from Kerry. Kerry at the best of his form today. Kerry's easiest kick. Comfortably over. Brings up the 50. And I think seals this match as Kerry's, really. 50 points to 2. He's scored 7 goals and a try. He's made numerous other breaks. He's done some tremendous covering at the back and has played magnificently throughout. Tremendous play from Kerry. And yeah, and still even 50 points to 2 up, it's Gilfillan telling Evans where he should be standing to receive this kick from the kick-off. No change on the Dewsbury side, and we're in play. That's an interesting kick. Didn't go 10 yards, but he waves play on. Oh, didn't think that had gone 10 yards there, Jim. But the referee penalising Salford. And Salford players, this is good to see, the Salford players still talking to each other, professional to the end, no relaxation. Red alert is what I heard some of them say, whatever that means. And it's Dewsbury. I think it means danger. Oh, half break. But the defence good. The defence is moving as fast now as it did in the start of the game. Good tackles good running by the Dewsbury forwards. Almost getting the ball and still getting a ball, but straight to the Salford man. And it's fell with the break. Oh, well, A tremendous credit to Salford there. They moved up a gear. They were absolutely certain that they weren't going to concede a try at that point, and in the end they forced Dewsbury into error, which made the Dewsbury player pass straight to Andy Burgess, and so Salford had the chance to clear the lines.
Yes, and that's the way to play the game, you know. It's 50 points to 2, but no relaxing, no letting players go, no soft tries. If Dewsbury scored, they've got to work for it. And magnificent defence from 2 yards out from the line.
Kick from Cassidy. Just beating the full back, but the wind's going to take that one dead. So it's the tap from the 25.
And that must be heartbreaking for Dewsbury, you know. They've been up here on the line again, trying to force their way over to a score, and now they're back in their own 22-metre, battling their way out.
Yep, that's right, Jim. But it's what Salford had to do in the first half, and it's what Salford did in the first half. But all credit to Dewsbury. They're still organising themselves, they're still passing the ball crisply and getting it out and trying to break this Salford defence. And almost did. But the tackling too good. Now it's coming out left, there left. And look, the ball's nice pass out. But no way through. Blees and Hansen, that tackle. Nice kick through, but goes straight into touch. I think that's just inside the Salford half. Salford have the put in. Will we see another Kerry special? Will we see another team effort? The referee making them take that one again. There are about 7 minutes to go. And Salford getting the penalty. The referee not happy with Dewsbury scrummaging. So it's Salford's kick. Ooh, that looked a high tackle on Hansen. Hansen, I think, avoided the worst of it, but it looked dangerous. Salford lined out right, the ball's going left. Men here, inside move, it's finally going on to Bacon. He's going all the way on his own, but there's a man in support and another man, and he kept hold of it. Oh, how unlucky. And it was just taken at the end, and it's the Dewsbury player who plays on and brings it just out of the line. That would have been a great try, Jim.
Yes, it was unfortunate that the ball, it wasn't carelessness, it was just a high ball running onto it at speed, and it eluded his grasp, as they say in the other game.
Yeah, there was nothing careless about that. That was good, crisp play from Salford, and we sometimes forget when we're watching that the simplest of things that these players make look simple, like passing the ball along the line, that you and me would find very difficult to do. And when it means, and when you're doing it at the sort of speed that move was carried out, it isn't the easiest of events. So it's still Dewsbury. Oh, and a little bit of altercation here. Now we've not seen Salford involved in this sort of incident all season, and we don't want to see it now. And I think it's absolutely unbiased thing to say that it isn't the Salford players, or any member of the Salford players, that have been the instigators. But it is a man's game, and if somebody does thump you, then it's not. Then it's difficult not to retaliate. Now it's Peter Williams that he's calling over. Now Peter Williams is the mildest of players, but he was involved earlier with Dewsbury's Graham, and there you are. If that doesn't give some vindication to what he was saying, it's Salford who get the penalty.
Yes, and I think that duel's been going on, not at Williams' instigation, for most of the game. I don't know. That's Mr. Graham feels a bit aggrieved that he's on the wrong end of a good hiding here for Dewsbury.
So 6 tackles for Salford, 10 yards from the line. Oh, and a dummy sold. A few more yards maybe. Salford line out well on the right. It's coming over this way. Dewsbury moving up well. Please taking the ball forward, not quite able to get the pass out. Down in the tackle. Will there be another opening, another try before the end? Difficult task, pass well taken. Worrell off balance, knocked down. Now can it go out left? An overlap out left. Hansen going through, trying to push his way through the middle. Good driving run. Drop the ball. Opportunity wasted there. But credit to Dewsbury for sticking to their defensive duties. And now trying to bring the ball away. 3 minutes to go. Been a very enjoyable game, Jim. Let's hope that Salford can maintain this sort of effort on Wednesday when we go to Lee.
Yep.
It's an important 4-pointer, perhaps not so significant now as it might have been a few weeks ago after Lee have lost a game or two, but nevertheless, very important game on Wednesday at Lee.
And there's a knock on there, yes, and despite the conditions, it's been a far better game than we all would have expected, with this gale blowing and beautiful tries we've seen from Salford. And are we going to see another one before the hooter goes?
It's going out left. Salford still looking to score. Still playing the rugby, still organising themselves in the centre of the field, lining themselves out properly, looking for the long ball across. Carry to Cassidy, and again, oh dear, that was a little slipshod. The two Salford players left it for each other, and it was the Dewsbury player who had the chance to move in and take the ball from them. That gives Dewsbury the chance to come away with the ball. That's Dewsbury. Will they be able to get a try before the end of the game? Some sort of consolation effort? Well, it doesn't look like it. Salford still working hard at defending, at keeping them down there in the dying minutes of this game. But now there's a cheeky little kick through, but well picked up by Evans, and the ball went backwards, giving Burkitt the chance to run and keeping the ball alive, getting it out to Evans. That was a nice pass out from Burkitt, but it's Evans who's tackled. Hansen almost passes. He does now. Oh, that's a lovely pass through from Cassidy. Oh, and he's going all the way, is he? No, that was unlucky from Burgess. He saw the opening. He's done that a lot of times this year, hasn't he? He's going out right this time. Held on to it, going back inside. Can't get the ball out. Oh, he does. He's allowed to, but no, the referee deciding that was, if any, infringement. That I thought was perhaps he played the ball after he was tackled, if anything. It certainly wasn't a knock-on. But that was unlucky. I think it was Burgess on the way through, then deciding to go on his own, but didn't quite have the legs on the Dewsbury fullback on Wilkinson to score. So it's Dewsbury with possession. Probably the last scrum of the game. Dewsbury win possession. Not able to break clear. So 3 tries this half, 6 in the first, 3 in the second. So I suppose the irony is that 6 tries were scored against the wind and up the slope, and only 3 with the wind and with the slope.
Yes.
How do you explain that, Jim?
Well, I think a 32-point lead at half-time is very handy, and I think it takes the pressure off you. Maybe Salford have they've got some hard matches to come in a short period of time, and therefore I suppose they may be thinking, well, relax a little, and there's the end of the game. Salford's 14th victory, Steve. 28 points in the league, and still only 84 points scored against them.
Tremendous display from Salford, another tremendous win. For me, Kerry, the man of the match, excellent goal kicking, a magnificent solo try. We hope Gibson's injury isn't serious. We hope to see him, that he'll be playing on Wednesday. We think that Francis Leota might also be fit for that game. Great game today, great result, great success for Salford. We wish that continues, and we all look forward now to the Hilton Park match on Wednesday. Salford 50, Dewsbury 2.